suspension has thrown the main opposition People's Democratic Party PDP deeper into confusion. The battle for the soul of the PDP came to a head as two factions within the party's National Working Committee, NWC, went on a suspension spree before a court order barred any group from removing the acting national chairman, Damagun. The first salvo was fired when the Damagun-led group announced the suspension of the National Legal Advisor, Adeyemi Ajibade, and the National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba. The suspended group responded by also announcing the sack of Damagun and the party's National Secretary, Samuel Anyanwu. Now, following the purported suspension of Damagun as the acting national chairman, the faction announced the appointment of Yayari Hakmet Mohammed as the acting national chairman. In the midst of the crisis, the PDP Board of Trustees appealed for peace. Now let's share the story by TVC News. Femi Akonde with you.
The court may have given a breather to Umar Damagun, acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, but the problems of the party still persist. The acting national chairman and national secretary survived an onslaught from inside the party, carried out by a section of the National Working Committee. But it seems the casualties are Debo Ologunagba and Kamaldeen Ajibade, National Publicity Secretary and National Legal Advisor, respectively.
The crisis we are experiencing are emanating as a result of trying to advance the interest in-house, and is expected in a house. Even family cycles, you have problems between spouses and the children, not to now talk of a larger house as big as the PDP. And with 13 governors, for crying out loud, and for ruling this country for 16 years, you know, the beautiful moment throughout Nigerian history. One will expect this kind of developments, but if you don't believe it, then I wonder what you will believe in this country.
But shortly after the purported announcement of Damagun's suspension, Yayari Ahmed Mohammed was announced as the interim acting national chairman of the party. Though he is yet to officially assume office in the capacity of chairman, his appointment was announced by the suspended National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba. Mr. Ologunagba's press statement accused the acting national chairman, Damagun, in the case involving the 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly who vacated their seats upon decamping from the PDP to the All Progressives Congress.
As the highest ranking officer, in view of the suspension of Umar Damagun and other renegade national officers of the party who embarked on the shameful anti-party activities because of selfish, greedy political and material interests, have paved the way for the highest officer from the northern part of the country, which is Yayari.
The coming days will be interesting as it will determine if the crisis will continue to escalate or if the appeal for calm by the Board of Trustees will prevail. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, beautiful reports there from Femi Akonde. So, Mikhail, the battle for the soul of the PDP thickens. There's been suspension, counter-suspensions here and there.
Tit for tat
suspension. But really, what is going on in the PDP?
Yeah, you see, the politics of 2027 is very much in the air, the PDP. In the PDP today, there are two main tendencies. One tendency is committed to ensuring that Atiku Abubakar does not become the presidential candidate of the party. They believe that they've indulged him too much. He's been a serial contestant on the platform of the party. And their argument is that he does not own the party. There are other people in the party. So a lot of these young people, including some of the sitting governors, will do whatever it takes to make sure Atiku doesn't get there. The feeling is that people like Wike belong to that opposite tendency that doesn't want Atiku to continue to maintain his ascendancy in the party. Because if you look at it, Atiku, I think, has contested like 6 times now. When going back to 1992.
Yes.
He's contested like 6 times. If you contest again, he will be chasing the 15th American president, Abraham Lincoln,
who contested
repeatedly and eventually became president. So Atiku sees himself as the Nigerian version of Abraham Lincoln, the man who said no man is good enough to govern another person without the person's consent. You know? So this is the battle. You, Atiku, you must not get there. Wike, we must do whatever it takes to stop you. Atiku sees in Wike somebody bent on stopping him.
Okay.
Yes. And what happened in 2023 election showed clearly. You saw that even when they sent dollars to Rivers State, Wike and his people, they got wind of the information, seized the money, got the security people to seize the money. So, and he didn't support the candidate of his party, which was Atiku, you know, and he has no regret about that. He even said it publicly. So they will keep tugging at each other's coattails because they have conflicting interests. Atiku has not ruled out another
2027
bite of the cherry. He still wants another shake of the dice. And these people who are younger are feeling that, look, what's going on? His party was not created for you. So what we have seen now, because the Rivers issue, the legal advisor of the party wanted the party to take a stand that the Martin Amewule and Co had defected to the APC. But Damagun and the secretary of the party, Sam Anyanwu, overruled him. And so they believe that proved fatal to their case. So they have not forgiven him. People like Ugochinyere, I see him, he is far more interested in Rivers matters than even his home state of Imo. It's like he's even resident in Rivers State. So is somebody opposed to what Wike represents. Wike too is opposed to what Atiku represents. This is the main fight. Unfortunately for the people who are against Wike, Wike appears to enjoy the confidence of the sitting governors of the party, at least most of them. Yes, at least most of them. And of course, that support cuts across geopolitical zones. Yes, he may have had these issues with Bala Mohammed of Bauchi, but he still retains the support of a good number of those governors. Some of them are not talking, but they have some level of sympathy for him. Now, Damagun's argument is you cannot remove me except through the convention of the party. Because I'm chairman, and the law says, oh, you cannot. So he cited, so I'm trying to get the portion of the law that they've been quoting. So once, and Ologunagba and the national advisor, legal advisor, Kamaruddin Ajibade, they had been accusing Damagun and Anyanwu of anti-party activities. For that reason, Damagun felt the need to suspend them. And then they now countered that by also saying that they have suspended the acting chairman. But the point is, let us see who will occupy the... because you see from Femi's story, that the acting chairman, that the acting chairman
has not even resumed.
Yes, because the question is how many governors
will be behind
them. You can see the governor of Bauchi State said, no, there's no crisis within the party. We are going to resolve our issues. They don't appear to support the faction that counter-suspended the acting. It's just a power play. But I know that in the end, what people would want to see is who really is in charge. Who really is in charge.
Okay.
I think that Damagun still retain
the support
of a good number of the governors. And is confident that it can only be removed by the National Convention, which is the highest decision-making organ
of the PDP,
of both the PDP and the APC, because their constitutions are similar.
Okay.
So maybe they will call for a National Convention and get him out of the way. But without the majority of the governors,
it will be impossible.
It will be possible because they fund the party and they are very influential.
Sure.
So if the moment he loses the support of those governors, he knows he's gone.
He knows he's gone.
Because many of us felt that, when they had that last meeting, that Wike would not even be allowed into the premises.
Yes.
But it was the governor of Oyo State who even went to his car to bring him into the meeting. So it's a complex game that they are playing. And I think that at the end of the day, it is 2027. Because whoever seizes control of the party, you can see the extent to which that person can use it.
Exactly.
You saw what happened with Atiku. Wike continues to argue that a presidential candidate, based on the rules governing the presidential...
the constitution of the party.
Based on the rules governing the conduct of the presidential primaries.
Okay.
A presidential candidate, having spoken once, cannot come back and speak again. But during the last presidential primaries of the party, Tambuwal, having spoken the first time, came back and spoke again and told the supporters to vote for Atiku. So he did not forgive the national chairman for that.
For allowing that?
Yes, because the national chairman bent the rules. And unfortunately for them, there was a video that leaked where the chairman called Tambuwal the hero of the convention. So he then exposed in bold relief the fact that he was complicit or that he appeared to support the other group against Wike. So Wike did not forgive him. And they took him to court. They got him out of the way.
True.
That Ayu, they got him out of the way. Ayu is no longer talked about as a chairman of the party.
Exactly.
So this train will rumble for some time, but we'll see.
But the target is 2027.
Of course. Everything revolves around
2027. But TK, some members of the party, they've been accused of anti-party activities. You heard that report. But can we say the PDP is going through some sort of house cleaning? And how effective will this go to revive the party?
First and foremost, we have to look at it from the point of what you ask issue of anti-party activity. Personally, onto the issue of Wike, until PDP comes out to deal with the issue of Wike, the party will continue to go the way it is going. If you are talking of anti-party activities, number one culprit is Nyesom Wike.
Should they discipline him or reconcile him?
If there was a committee that was set up
there's
for
a disciplinary committee.
That is the question you should ask yourself. What has been the outcome? But let me just stretch it a bit further. First and foremost, PK was talking about the issue of Atiku Abubakar contesting and recontesting several times as a serial. The Constitution of Nigeria allows anybody to contest as many times as possible. Let us even take it a bit further. How many times did Muhammad Buhari contest?
Nobody is saying
I understand. I'm just saying
but
that
they don't want. They believe that the party does not belong to
one person.
But I'm just talking. Let's talk about Buhari. Buhari contested. In fact, by the time he contested the third time, he said he was not going to contest again until they went to beg him to come and contest. I think the fourth time
contested in different parties. Atiku contested. If you look at how many times from PDP alone, Atiku has contested, and not just contested. He's been flag bearer.
Yeah, we're saying
the PDP
we are
repeatedly.
We are saying
that's why they are saying does the party belong?
Wait. From 1999, there's only one party that has not changed its name, and that is PDP. So even if CPC, what's the name? Was it CPC?
Abga not changed its name.
Abga was Abga in 1999.
Yes,
but Abga is not there, not there. I'm talking of major
parties.
parties.
Is the second oldest party in Nigeria.
I'm talking of the two CPC. What was APC before, and the rest of them came together to form the present APC. Buhari contested under AMPP.
Yes.
He contested under CPC, which now both parties collapsed and took on. So he contested the fourth time or so. He got it. Don't think that is not what Atiku is also believing, that one day he might decide to get it. But coming back to the question, you asked me a question specific. And no, anti-party activities.
Okay, anti-party activities, okay.
Now, during the 2023 election, of which Wike contested, I remember vividly that during the contest, I said that he said that he was going to support any candidate
from the south.
Not the south. Any candidate that wins the primary of the party.
Okay,
yes,
he was also on the.
Yes, so Wike said that publicly. Whether it was Zimo or whoever that's going to come.
Before the primaries.
Before the primaries, he said that. Now, when they had the primary, where the problem started when they had the primary. And he now said, initially he was saying that he has to supposed to go to the south. When they now had the primary, he said, okay, the problem now is that the chairman of the party and the presidential candidate cannot come from the same region.
Yes.
Looking at the constitution of the party.
No, there was no constitution. I think it's a gentleman. I don't know whether PDP constitution says that. I think it was a gentleman agreement. I don't know. I can't say.
Was it a gentleman?
I don't know.
They've never, in fact, on the eve of the primaries that Jonathan won for the 2015 election, on the eve of the primaries, they had to change the national chairman.
That's what I'm saying. So they
had to change so that Ogbulafor will not be.
Ogbulafor was from the
because Jonathan was the candidate of, was the person that they wanted as the sitting president.
Yes.
So they had to get another person to contest.
So
that the two of them won't come from the same
region.
They had to change their national chairman. So this was the first time that they will come from the same
region.
So, Shegun, no matter whatever it is, and that is the problem we're having now, is that we don't have, these political parties are not as disciplined as what we used to have in the past. The days of UPN, MPP, and the rest of them, you cannot do what, most of them can do what they are doing. No matter whoever, Wike was not one of the founding fathers of PDP. They are still founding fathers of. So if what.
But their own argument was that when people like Atiku abandoned the party, jumping from party to party, Wike received and was the sole financier of the party. This is the reason why he has a lot of sympathizers. He was funding the party when others abandoned.
Let me tell you one thing. There is a saying in my village. I will give you a saying in my village. There's a proverb. No, let me just drop on this. There's a proverb in my place that that is what. Let me tell you what it means. I will not, because my father reincarnated to become my son, I will not kill him with food. What that means is that there is nothing Wike has done that so many other people have not done for political parties.
All right.
So what I'm saying in essence is that the fact is that for PDP to get it right, there are two factors. Yes. No, I didn't say they will have to explain. There are two camps in PDP now. One is led by Wike. The second one is led by the Bauchi state governor. Until they beat these two able to come together and reconcile themselves,
reconcile.
PDP will continue to have the problem they have.
Okay, let's hope maybe the BOT will be able to do that to bring peace to the party.
The BOT chairman himself was hailing the governor of a rival party, the governor of Abia. Okay. You have your own candidate there, and you are praising the governor from
Abia State.
No, you see, that's why they say you are BOT. You call yourself PDP, and you are praising.
No, when Wike was a governor, he was inviting people from other political parties to come and commission a project in.
No, I'm not talking about commissioning. He was hailing that one.
All right, gentlemen.